Oh, well, I'm not a predator because I waited until she was 18. Because what do predators do? Stop pretending that it has anything to do with her turning 18, because it doesn't. Because it doesn't. Stop it. Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome to Kinky's Data Breach. I am the Kinky Alien, and I am here today to talk about Bhad Bhabie, aka Danielle Bregoli, aka Cash Me Outside. How about that? So first of all, I want to say that this is the third time that I've recorded this video. I started off because I work and I'm recording on a Saturday, but I started off driving and like recording myself driving, and I recorded this video twice, and I had it very well, in my opinion. And my phone just decided that it hated me, so it deleted the video twice. So now here we are. Boy, do I have opinions, and your boy is disappointed but not surprised in just a lot of people right now. If you're on social media at all, then you have probably followed or seen at least the Danielle Bregoli situations that she's come up about. She's come up for two different things in the past 2 weeks or so. The first thing that I want to talk about is her call out to Dr. Phil. So for those who are not familiar, Danielle Bregoli called out Dr. Phil, and she called him out over the fact that he needs to take accountability. In her opinion, he needs to take accountability for what happens to the children that go to the camps that he sends them to when they come on his show, and basically what they endure. She describes things such as sleep deprivation.
Transporters are two people, a male and a female, that come in the middle of the night. They don't tell them where they're going. They just take them, they handcuff them, they put them in the car. It's basically like kidnapping. We got there, I got out of the car, and I just seen it looked like nothing. It was just super dark. I seen like all the circles and stuff, and I seen the little cabin, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not built for this. Like, I'm just a little bougie ass. So for the first 3 days you're there, there's no showering. They put you in a circle, which is it's a teepee. It's a little teepee, but it's open, and you have to sit there for 3 days. They wouldn't let me lay down for nothing. Like, I was falling asleep, and they were like, get up. So I'm just sitting here, like.
And she did this because she said she wanted to use her voice and her platform to uplift another voice of someone who had also been at Turnabout camp, which is the camp that I believe Danielle Bregoli went to, about the abuse that they had suffered, that someone else had suffered. And I'll share some links and some articles, and I'll also probably throw a couple of the clips in here to show you guys what's going on when I go through editing. But so that's the very first thing. And, you know, Dr. Phil, she gave him like a set amount of time to respond to her. And Dr. Phil does respond. Boy, did he respond. And I seen a video. See, the reason that I even seen the response video is because of YouTube suggesting to me another YouTuber. I think his name is Atozy. I'll show the video probably in a screenshot to the side where I got empty space. But in this video, I agreed with what Atozy, I think, said in the video, where he says that he felt like they kind of set the tone for people's opinion on Danielle Bregoli based before, you know, Dr. Phil's response, or as it was showing on screen, but before, because they showed a clip from her being on his show, and to me, it was intentionally done to discredit her. It's not, to me, in my opinion, it's not arguable that it was done to discredit her. And what I find fascinating is that they showed this clip to discredit her, and then he essentially says that he is not personally responsible. He and his team are not personally responsible for what happens to these children when they go to these camps, because it is ultimately the parents' decision to send them there. Now, my problem with this statement is as simple as just saying, you planted the seed, though, because these kids' parents probably wouldn't even consider these camps I guess in the back of my mind, I knew these camps existed, but you know how, like, until something's put in front of you, you don't really think about it. This is one of those things for me. So I don't know too many parents that know about, camps for kids that outside of a summer camp, so we see it in stuff, even like movies like Holes.
You must carry Madame Zeroni up the mountain and sing while I drink, so I can get strong too.
It's like we see it, but it's like, I don't know. And also, I don't feel like that you can say, oh, well, ultimately it's the parents' decision and we don't have anything to do with what happens to these kids at this camp, while also having the fact that these kids go to this camp is because you and your team pay for them to go. You provide the money for them to go. You pay these people to take these kids in to reform them of whatever bad behaviors they're exhibiting. So, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, when you're putting money into something, if this was something that was actually meant to be helping these children and it was free, then I could not necessarily blame you for suggesting it. If it was like a community thing, this is something that you put money into. This is something that you are financing. So why in the hell is there not anybody on your team attached to investigating and being knowledgeable about what is going on at these camps? Danielle Bregoli described things such as sleep deprivation. The other person that spoke out, I believe, are making like allegations of sexual assault. And these were children. Danielle Bregoli was 13 when she was on Dr. Phil, when she was sent to this camp. So, and then this is a good, nice way to go ahead and segue into the second half of this, this thing that has my mind absolutely boggled. First of all, happy birthday, Bhad Baby. Happy 18th birthday to you. For those who do not know, Danielle Bregoli turned 18 on March 26th, I believe it was. And about 72 hours ago, maybe at this point, she announced that she had an Onlyfans page. As someone who does sex work, I don't have, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you over your, right to do sex work. That doesn't even make any sense. I have my own opinions on celebrities and how it affects the sex work, financial economy when you choose to do this stuff. But also, that's a conversation for another day. So I don't have an issue with her having an OnlyFans. My issue comes in with the fact that she turned 18 less than a week ago, or about a week ago, and all in her comments, there are plethoras and plethoras of men. Wow, I've waited 5 years for this. And oh my God, finally, yes. Within 6 hours, she was able to go on OnlyFans and make $1 million. Most of those being money that she made, not from subscriptions, because her subscriptions are $25. Not from subscriptions, but from these people purchasing messages, right? And these are the same men who a week ago, 2 weeks ago, were in her comment section asking her why at 13 years old she wasn't speaking out against the abuse that she was suffering at Turnabout camp, and asking her what Dr. Phil had to do with that. Those same men now don't understand why why we're telling them it's predatory that they waited 5 years for her to turn 18, for her to have an OnlyFans page, or at least for you to be able to legally fantasize about her sexually. That is a problem. And the fact that you don't see why that is a problem is the biggest reason why that is a problem for me. You can't say, oh, well, I'm not a predator because I waited until she was 18, because what do predators do? It's predator, prey, waiting, opportunities. Y'all connecting the dots. I just hate the fact that her in a sexual light is overshadowing a very serious topic and conversation that she started. And I'm not upset with her about it by any means. And I don't want anybody to twist this as if that's what I'm getting at, because that's not the case. I'm not upset with Danielle Bregoli by any means about any of this. What I have a problem with is the misdirect of where the attention should be. And I'm not going to lie, I'm hoping that she's going to pull some elaborate scheme. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. say I want another Bella Thorne situation, just a little less crappy, because that's a whole other thing. I hope that she like starts having them pay for messages that are just her talking about what she's doing to try to make Turnabout camp get looked into. I hope that she starts selling messages with her talking about what she's advocating for getting them, held accountable for what they're doing to kids. I hope that she uses the money and the extreme amount of thirst from predatory men to flip them on their asses and put it in their faces and be like, oh, well, since you're here for the next 30 days, make sure you pay attention to what I'm advocating for. Make sure you look at these allegations. Make sure you start investigating Dr. Phil. Make sure you start investigating Turnabout at camp. Tell people. You want some content? Tell people. Because that's what a lot of sex workers do. We advocate for the things that are important to us as well as. And I'm not saying she has any obligation to do that, because I know that's what's gonna come about is, oh, well, she's not obligated to. Yes, you're right. You're completely right. She's not. This is what I think, though. This is just my opinion. I'm not trying to force anything on anybody. I just, like I said, my biggest problem with this is a very serious conversation started and was halted. And we're also just ignoring the massive, well, we're not ignoring it. A lot of these men are being called out. We're ignoring the massive amounts of men that admitted on the internet to being predators and waiting for this girl to turn 18 so that they could fap to her in peace. Well, might as well say, which you had peace about it before she was fucking 18, because all you were saying was, well, she doesn't look 17. Well, she doesn't act 17. Well, she's out here with these rappers. Well, she's sleeping with such and such anyway. You justified it however you wanted before she was 18 anyway. So stop pretending that it has anything to do with her turning 18, because it doesn't. Stop it. And with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, dislike. If you dislike the video, I respect your opinions. And this is a good way to segue again into what I am going to start doing at the end of my videos, or beginning. I don't know what point it's going to be. But I'm going to start reading the most outlandish comment that I got on my previous video. So this one is fun because this is fun for me because some of y'all leave some wild stuff in my comment sections, and I call my friends about it, but it's like, I might as well share it with y'all leave in the comments, so why not? So this is it. Let's see, where is it? This was in reference to my video about the Quavo and Sweetie and Derek, Derek and Bonnet, the video I made about Quavo and them. Yeah, check that out if you want to. But this is the comment, and it's hilarious. Black men with money don't owe women loyalty because women aren't loyal to broke black men. So when we make it, we can do what we want. Also, y'all need to stop trying to control us. It's a million Sweeties, very few Quavos. Okay. And with that being said, thank y'all for checking out this video. Head to my last one, leave a comment. If you stayed to the end, please leave me, is there a popcorn emoji? Because I got some popcorn right here. Leave me a popcorn emoji or just a corn emoji if you made it this far, okay? And with, yeah, alien out.